Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. This is me, Miss Aisha Manzoor, and you all are watching my channel Chemistry Solutions. So today in this lesson, we are going to learn about the some separation and purification techniques. So in your syllabus, that some of the separation and purification techniques which we have to learn, that are the suitable purification by using suitable solvent, filtration, crystallization, simple distillation, fractional distillation, and you have to suggest some suitable separation and purification techniques given information about the substance involved. Identify substances and assess their purifying purity using melting point and boiling point. Always remember that melting and boiling point can be checked by using melting and boiling points. Now come towards the separation techniques which we are learning about this method. If there is some method through which we are going to learn about mm, the barriers which basically the berries were crushed. First of all, we are going to separate some of the extract from the berries. So here are the way through which you are going to crush it, and the soluble part, then we will dissolve it in the solvent. After dissolving in the solvent, we will mix in with stirrer. This one is the glass rod used to stir the mixture. So the soluble part will dissolve in water, the extract will be there and it will be filtered. So this one will be the residue which is left behind on the filter paper is called as the residue. So in separation technique, this one is basically the filtration, where we are going to making the solution by crushing the berries. So this is the way through which we can do the process of the filtration. So the next one is the crystallization. Crystals can be formed from the soluble salt solutions. Crystals can be formed. So in the salt preparation lecture, I will completely explain the crystallization process over there. Now we are moving on. Now another separation and purifying technique is fractional distillation. So fractional distillation is used to separate the miscible liquids which are mixed together. Miscible liquids whose boiling point are just nearby it, and we have to separate the mixture of liquids. So for example, we are separating here in this question, exam question, a student separates a mixture of pentane and hexane using the apparatus shown below. This one is the pentane collects in the conical flask. So here they have collected the pentane. Okay, this one is the question which you all have to understand what basically fractional distillation is. Name apparatus A. So this is basically the fractionating column. Fractionating column. Okay. What is the purpose of apparatus A? The purpose of apparatus A is to separate the components of the mixture. Separate the mixture. Actually, the way how it will separate, glass beads are present here. Here the glass beads, purpose of glass beads is to condense the vapors who are not reaching their boiling point. It will condense back to its solution. So it is used to separate the component of the mixture. It is used to separate the mixture whose boiling point is not reached over there, that substance will come down. For example, pentane and hexane is there. If we are collecting pentane here, if the vapors of hexane moving up, it will be condensed back to the down in the brown bottom flask. So name apparatus B. This one is the Liebeck condenser. So next question is, identify two errors in the student's apparatus. So student has set up this apparatus. What basically we are identifying the errors. The errors are the water out or water in. Water should be in from the downside. It will be the against gravity. So the water will remain for some time here at this point to condense the liquid, the vapors present in this tube in the condenser. So water out should be from the above side. So in from the down and out from the So it's written wrong. Another error is this conical flask should be open. Otherwise, pressure will be built up. So that's why we have to open this conical flask. So these are the two errors which basically we have identified on this apparatus. The errors are corrected before the separation is started. Name the process used to separate the mixture of liquids. What is the process basically through which we are separating it? Is this one is the fractional distillation. Fractional distillation. Okay, next one is the state why a Bunsen burner should not be used to heat the mixture of pentane and hexane because the mixture is flammable or inflammable. What does it mean? That it can catch fire easily. That's why we shouldn't heat the mixture of pentane like directly. What should we use instead of Bunsen burner? We can use hot plate. We can use thermostatically controlled hot bath, water bath, hot plate, electric heater. We can use electric heater. We can use water bath, thermostatically controlled water bath. Suggest why pentane collects in the conical flask before hexane. Now we have to look at the boiling points of these two liquids. So if we are going to, they are not going to give us the boiling point of the substance, but you have to remember that pentane with the lowest boiling point, substance will be evaporated first and then it will be separated in the conical flask. So hexane is having the greater boiling point than pentane. That's why it will be separated like this. In the exam, in this question, the question is not being asked, but in the exam they can ask, how will you come to know that all of this component is being separated? By rising the temperature. Whenever they have started, the first component is started to separate, that time temperature will remain constant. So when temperature will rise up, it means that the first component is totally separated. So that's why we can separate two mixtures and purify two liquids accordingly. In the next setup, you people can see this is the structure of the simple distillation process. Here water in will be there, but in this apparatus there is no fractionating column. Okay, so this one is the Liebig condenser, water in from the here, out from there, the flask is open and cork is, this one is a cork, heat is provided to it. So this is the basically the process which we will apply in simple distillation. In simple distillation, we apply this process. So next, remove a liquid from a mixture of liquids, because liquids, what basically distillation is, I am going to talk to you about the fractional distillation first. Remove the liquid from a mixture of liquids because liquids have different boiling points. So principle of distillation is based on the difference in their boiling point. So mixture is heated to evaporate the substance with the lowest boiling point. Some of the other liquids will evaporate too. Beads are heated to the boiling point of the lowest substance so that a substance being removed cannot condense on beads. Other substance continue to condense and will drip back into the flask. What does it mean? The substance which will get its boiling point, it will move up. And the substances which are not having their boiling point reached, they will condense back to the flask. So the beaker can be changed after every fraction. The thermometer is placed on the top to measure the temperature of the instead of the liquid. In the exam, you can ask, so thermometer should be by the side arm of the condenser. The position should be learn and memorize, because an error can be shown to you about the wrong position of thermometer. So simple distillation is used. The impure liquid is heated, it boils and steam rises into the condenser. Impurities are left behind. The condenser is cold, so the steam condenses to pure liquid and it drops into the beaker. So when the vapors moving up, they are behaving like they are condensing back to its liquid. Note distillation, the some of the important points regarding this. The action of a Liebig condenser is to change steam to water. So another one is to check for the purity for a collected solvent. Test is smelting and boiling point. If you have collected the liquid in the conical flask, then check its melting and boiling point to check its purity. If it boils at its exact melting or boiling point, then they are pure. Impurities, because of the presence of impurities, liquids will get the higher boiling point, whereas the melting point will get lower from the original melting points. For flammable substances, hot plate or electric heater is used. Also, thermostatically controlled water bath is used to keep the temperature constant. Fractional distillation, on the basis of difference in boiling point, components of the mixture are separated. Chemical test of water: add blue cobalt chloride paper in water, it turns pink, or add anhydrous copper to sulfate in water, it turns blue. So this is all about the simple distillation and fractional distillation. I hope so that you people have learned it very well. So consistency is the key of success. Signing off, Miss Aisha Manzoor.